Hi y'all, Kraken Latte here. It's that time again where I bring you my tips, facts, or experience that you may or may not find helpful. It's patch day! That wonderful time when we all excitedly wait for servers to come back online so that we can sink our teeth into the new content. Since this is a smaller patch and not one of the big ones, that means smaller things are coming. But that's mainly the stuff I'm usually more into. So let's take a look at what I'm excited for in patch 10.05. First up, we got the Trading Post. This is one of the new hot button items coming with this patch, though it won't go live until February 1st, since its monthly rotation is set to be the first of each month. The Trading Post is a glorious hub of delicious collectibles. Mounts, pets, and transmog are three of the biggest things folks like to collect, and the Trading Post is bringing us unique, new, old, and recolors of all of those things. That's right, not just new stuff, but recolors of old gear that were never put in game. Pretty awesome, right? We'll be able to collect currency to buy whatever we want each month, and there's a lot to this that's going to be awesome. And don't you worry if that all sounds confusing, I am going to put out a guide on how all this works once it's live, as well as a monthly video that will showcase every item available for that month. So you can look forward to seeing my What's Up with the Trading Post series in the first week of each month to keep you in the loop. The next hottest item on the patch list is that gray and white gear will finally be transmoggable. So for all of you who have been saving up all that tasty gear in your banks for months like me, it's going to be a wonderful explosion of goodies on patch day. I made a video about this way back when it was announced in 9.25 or whatever it was, so I've been saving up since then. I'm going to be streaming going through all of these banks, which there's like a lot of them, today once the servers are up, so come check me out at Kraken Latte on Twitch if you want to see me die with joy. Link to my Twitch is in the description and in a pin. The third item on my list is the Trial of Style is receiving some new transmog. This is pretty awesome since this is a really fun event. The next one isn't all the way until mid-March, however, so we'll have to wait a while to see those. I really would love to see this event come around more often, maybe even monthly. It's a really fun event. I'd have a blast streaming competitions with viewers. Maybe one day, but either way, new mog is always good. Fourth on my list is that there's a new Lunar Festival holiday achievement being added, which is to honor the elders across the Dragon Isles. The holidays are something I do enjoy, especially the ones that are great for leveling. The Lunar Festival starts on patch day here as well, so you can expect to see a fresh video on how to level with that, results included, this week. Number 5 on my list is the return of the Catalyst. Similar to the Creation Catalyst we saw back in Zereth Mortis, the Revival Catalyst is a way for you to turn gear from specific sources into tier gear from the current raid. However, it's not the stats and item level I care about, it's the appearances. For collectors, the Catalyst gives access to Raid Transmog, and which, for non-raiders, is absolutely awesome because it means that as a predominantly solo player like me, I don't have to wait literally years to get some Raid Transmog. They were generous and even included non-competitive playstyle sources as well, because we can use Tier 2 Epic Storms, Tier 2 War Mode, and World Boss gear as well for these appearances. So, thank you Blizzard, this is such a nice gift. Related to Transmog, we have number 6, which is the delightful new ability to use enchant illusions on our Legion artifact weapons. Yes, you heard me. That tasty Void illusion, the Nightmare illusion, the Flames of Ragnaros, whatever you prefer, we'll be able to put it on some of my favorite weapons in the game. That's a win in my book! Number 7, something even smaller, but still just as powerful, is a new toy, the reusable oversized bobber acquired from catching 100 fish with the oversized bobber item. The toy version supports all bobbers in your toy collection and will automatically work with new bobber additions as well, according to the post. The reason this is great is not just because it looks awesome, but with a much larger bobber target, you don't have to be as precise with your camera in order to use the interactable keybind for fishing. I've heard some of you have been having issues with it, so this may solve that for you. And it's coming just in time since I was planning to start fishing grinding soon in Dragonflight for coins, so yay! Number 8 is something that does not affect me, but I'm still excited for it. The starter gear that was removed when the new starter gear was added can now be found at vendors in Stormwind and Orgrimmar. And this is significant because all of this was white and gray gear, which can now be mogged. So, if you did not save up on this gear when I had it announced that it was leaving back in Shadowlands, you don't have to worry, it's back and buyable. That's awesome. I hate when folks miss out on stuff. Number 9 is sort of a plethora of things, but it's all related. It's all old removed profession recipes that are being brought back in various ways. So, let's shoot through this real quick. The Warlords of Draenor crafted appearances are back. The legacy leatherworking patterns for heavy scorpion gear can now drop again from the Blackrock Orcs and the Burning Steppes. The patterns, Raptor Hide Harness and Raptor Hide Belt, can now be learned by both players of either faction. I suppose that one wasn't removed, but still. And legacy Goldthorn tea recipe can again be acquired from Razorfen Downs. Woof! I know that was like a lot I just threw at you, but since collecting recipes is something I like to do, don't worry. You will see a guide on how to get all these things from me soon. Number 10 is the adjustments to the class talent window. I really like the new talents, and multiple things are being fixed, so I won't cover it all here, but you can see them in the patch notes. One thing I'm pleased about is the ability to reset just one talent tree at a time instead of both of them. Since I play a lot of alts, I've been experimenting with different talents as I level various classes, and not being able to reset just one side of the tree has been rather irritating, because then I have to try to remember what the other tree had. So, thank you, Blizzard. This is gonna be nice. And number 11 is not on Blizzard's list, but my own. My leveling guides are close to being done, and I've been waiting for patch 10.05 to go live, because there are often undocumented leveling changes that sneak in last minute with the first patch of an expansion. Now that the patch is here, I can test my drafted routes to see if there are any changes, and then release those guides fairly soon. So keep an eye out for my 1 to 60 and 60 to 70 Dragonflight leveling guides. Those are coming soon! And that's my list. There are a lot more things coming, like the new Stormsphere event in Primalist tomorrow, the Mage Tower is returning, there are some profession spec changes, class changes, and so on, but I'm not much into that type of content, so that's why it's not on my official list. If you want to see everything that's coming in the patch, or at least everything that's been documented, the patch notes are linked in the description below. So, happy patch day! And there we have it. If you think I've missed information, or you want to request I do a specific guide, let me know in the comments below. Even if I don't answer you, I just might add your idea to my list. As always, thank you so much for watching, and remember, it's never too latte.